Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've really been shooting videos, and you guys are all like,
"You abandoned me! You abandoned my hatred!"
you know, and I'm all like, so, yeah, anywho, that was my cheap way of video editing. But anyway, yeah, I have AM3 parts to show you guys, and let's start with my mom's system. Well, first I'll tell you what my mom's system was. It was a Socket 478 motherboard. It was a shuttle motherboard, nothing special, just whatever they had at the computer shop. They didn't want to give me Newegg-like prices, so I said, fine, I'm not gonna give you that much money, so I bought the cheaper part. Whatever, it's fine, it's my mom's computer. She has a gig of RAM, two 512 megs of SRAM 400, and I put in a Raptor 36 gig. It's only a 36 gig, but it's a Raptor. So the whole point was that it's fast, and she doesn't really store anything on the computer, so it's fast. That's what counted. When I built it about 6 or 7 years ago, it cost a little over $600, which back then was pretty damn good. 2.4 gigahertz, Pentium 4 with hyper-threading, and it was pretty speedy. So, but the motherboard glitched out, so I have new parts here, and you're like, hurry up, and I'm like, relax. Okay, so let's start with the box. Ooh, look at the box. Notice the lack of picture of the motherboard on the box, because, you know, that would be too much sense. And there's, unlike my box, no picture of the motherboard on here. It just tells you all the nifty, wonderful information. Now, this is a Gigabyte. It's a 785 chipset. I didn't get it because of the chipset. I got it because it was the cheapest Socket AM3 motherboard that had onboard video. And apparently this will play Crisis and Oblivion at like medium settings at respective of resolution. That's cool. And I can't show you my motherboard, but I can show you the box. Ooh, look, the box! Hey, look! No picture of the motherboard on the front of the box, but that's okay, because at least we have this huge box with a couple of tiny little pictures. Here it is. I could do, this is a 790FX chipset that I'm running on my system now. Yes, I went from Crossfire to, from SLI to Crossfire, mainly because I don't like hot video cards, and I'm ready for the Radeon 5000 series to come out. Now, this only has two 16X slots, but that's fine because I'd rather run two cards than 16X. Running at 4 or 8 lanes on a 16X slot generally doesn't hurt you unless you're running at higher resolutions like 1920 or 2560 or whatever. So, my screen is 1920 by 1200. So, anyway, you guys want to see the actual hardware. I've already, I'll just show you a couple other things here real quick. Just some G.Skill memory. I got her two 1 gig sticks. It's 1333. The timing sucked, but it's for my mom, so you know. When I first got my RAM, the timing sucked, but I didn't really have that much money. But I mean, when the RAM goes down anyway. So, what processor did I get my mom? Well, I just got her basically the cheapest one. It's just an X2 240. It runs at 2.8 gigahertz. Has 2 cores now. I've unlocked. I'll show you guys what I have. I've got X3 720, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cores. Okay, so yes, I have an X3 processor with 4 cores. Of course, you have to go on the BIOS, and I had to update the BIOS. Gigabyte has a nice program called app BIOS, and it basically lets you either update your BIOS from a file on your computer or from the internet, from their website. Anyway, also, one thing that went in my system, finally got a replacement power supply. Ha! That is 750 watt. It has a peak of 850, so that was kind of important. Now, it's a single rail design. I don't particularly care if it's single or multiple rails. Power's not. I'm more of a technical person than an into electrical aspects of it. But yeah, so this thing has two 6 pins, 6 plus 2, so a couple 8 pins. It has a 4 pin and a separate 8 pin for the CPU. Why it doesn't just do 4 and 4, but whatever. And it has 6 serial ATA connectors and a bunch of regular Molex connectors. It's already in my system. It runs stable. It didn't turn my system into a furnace with 30 degrees extra temperatures compared to the last power supply, so that's good. Anyway, you're like, show me the motherboard and stuff already, so I'm like, okay. Alright. So, I'm just going to put this in my lap here. I'll show you guys the I.O. first. Try to make sure I don't hold any sensitive parts here. Okay, so here's the I.O. Oh. Alright, so there's a PS2 adapter, a couple USB, DVI, VGA, HDMI, optical out. The bottom orange one is a serial ATA. There's a useless FireWire port in the middle and 2 USBs, I presume. There's a standard LAN port, a couple more USBs, and surround sound. Alright, board layout. Alright, so this is not going to do crossfire or anything, but it does have a slot to add a 16X slot, a PCI 1X slot, a couple PCI, 8-pin power connector here. I already installed the RAM. Let's see if I can give you guys the specs. The RAM was actually taken off Newegg. It's G.Skill memory. What do I have? Yeah, I have G.Skill too. It's probably going to be too blurry. And it is, because my webcam sucks. But it says CL9D. I'll put the links in the more info bit. So I'm just doing a quick whatever video, posting this so you guys can see. It does have some USB headers there, enough serial ATA ports, the standard all the good stuff. It's a pretty good system. And the main thing is if my mom's system dies, then I can, or something in my system dies, I can swap out parts and figure out what's wrong. So, yes, it's a nice system. And here's the manual. Manual's alright. I pretty much didn't have to do that. I guess I have like 1 minute, so I guess I could show you guys a wiring job real quick in my system. And so I don't feel like reshooting the video again. Thank you, YouTube, for your 10-minute limitation, even though I changed the account type. Thank you to the person who mentioned it. And let's get a flashlight real quick here. Yes, wiring job here, and wires are mostly hidden up there. You can't help the parallel ATA wire in here. I know the video quality sucks. I'm trying not to step on the dog either. Here's my hard drives. The wires do actually bend quite nicely. Well, I know that wasn't the highest quality, but I'm kind of just shooting this video on a whim. And so yeah. So anyway, I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and hopefully now I can get some game videos up.